You getting goosebumps?
Yes.
You got to do the little the goosebumps wiggly fingers. Guys, we're picking a game. We're picking a game.
Question for you. Do we need to adjust? Do we need to call the mint and adjust our Big 12 coin? Because our Big 12 coin has been plus 3.5, minus 3.5. I feel like the teams were even closer together. And this first game of the year, Farmageddon, Iowa State versus Kansas State in Dublin, is a prime example of that. It is Kansas State minus 3. But again, should we just have a coin with plus 3 on one side and minus 3 on the other for all Big 12 games?
I said this during the summer, and now that we're finally here, Andy, I'm going to say it again. There is no way better to indoctrinate the European mind to America with Big 12 football. This is Americana at its finest. This is two of the better teams in the conference. It's a conference championship game right out of the gate, and the spread is 3. It's the
so
epitome.
Amazing.
And now you want me to pick it.
Yes.
Which is great, because I think if you went back and looked last year at our total numbers of records, then maybe we should actually keep our records this year. I don't know that we did.
Let's do that. Yes, let's keep our records against the spread. This week will be easy because I think this is the only game we're picking. Although we could throw K-State and Fresno State or Stanford, Hawaii in there later in the week as some bonus picks.
Yeah. I mean, it's a podcast. It's unlimited room. Okay, so for me, when we were at the Big 12 Media Day, Brett McMurphy, our wonderful colleague, did a poll of coaches, asking all the coaches anonymously for 3, right, Andy? He was asking for 3 teams and a conference champion because there was no
2. He said 2.
2 teams.
What's your conference title game matchup? Yeah,
got it. I heard a lot of Iowa State there. You heard some Kansas State too, but I heard a lot of Iowa State. And they're catching.
Oh no, you heard a lot of both. I think Kansas State was the most commonly picked team. Yes.
Excuse me. I just think I'm going to be safe here, man. I'm just going to take some points. I think I'm going to take some points. Iowa State to me is consistent, is tough. God, Kansas State is going to be so good too. I don't know. I don't know. My gut says Iowa State, so that's my pick. But I want to hear yours, and I want to hear your.
Well, I want to ask you because this is interesting. I've because the games have been fairly the one 2 years ago in the snow at the end of the season, where they had a shootout in Manhattan. Was a fantastic game, and it was a 1 touchdown score. Last year, Iowa State wins 29-21. Do you know what the series has been the last few years? Do you know who's dominated this?
I don't.
Iowa State's won 4 of the last 5. The 1 K-State win is a 10-9 win in 2022. And that 2022 is the year that Kansas State won the league.
Yeah.
So that was a team that beat the TCU team that ended up playing for the national title in the Big 12 championship game. And they still only beat Iowa State by 1.
Yeah. They both have good quarterbacks. Kansas State has more recognizable players, I think, nationally between Dylan Edwards.
I think Iowa State having to replace the 2 great receivers from last year, Jalen Noel and Jaden Higgins, those. That's the biggest question mark.
And Jaden Higgins is going to be a wide receiver too in the NFL this year. He was really, really good.
Yeah. Avery Johnson is, I think, the biggest X factor in the Big 12.
Let me ask you this, though. Do you think Avery is going to have a huge development over the year and be a completely different player than he was last year? Because that's what you're kind of picking here. Do you think he's going to take
the question. Right. That is the toughest question for me, because you look at him, he has all of the physical tools. He has the size. He for sure has the speed. He may be the fastest quarterback in the country.
Yeah.
So he's got a good arm. It is very difficult to predict, though, because now I've seen a full season of him, and I'm just not sure that all gets put together. I go back to that BYU game last year where he made some decisions with the ball that you just can't make. And
'Cause Rocco
sometimes
Becht
guys
was
grow
better
up
last
out of
year.
those, and sometimes they don't.
Rocco Becht was better. I think he had better numbers. Certainly a better passer, but he also lost.
And I felt like at the end of last season, if the game's on the line, you trusted Rocco Becht with the ball in his hands.
Yeah. By the way, we're going live after this, right? On
We
Saturday?
are going live. But yes, if you've missed hanging out with us live, since we changed the show to the afternoons, if you've missed hanging out with us live, pop on right after Farmageddon. We're going to be live. We're going to be talking because we're going to be so excited that football is back. So we're going to be talking about whether we were right or wrong on this thing. And this one's been interesting. So last year, obviously, everybody thought Florida State was going to roll Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech basically dominated them after the first series. A couple of years before that, you had that weird Nebraska Northwestern game with the crazy. There was an onside kick.
Here's the deal. The game is being played in Ireland. It's Big 12 football. In the spirit of America teaching Europe about American things, there's no way this game isn't a one-possession game in the fourth quarter, right?
There's also no way they don't run out of beer. They're going to run out of beer.
They ran out of beer last year, right? Was that last year?
Yeah, I think, well, the credit card machine stopped working, and I think they started just giving it away. So
yeah, because I was going to say, like, drinking beer isn't only an American pastime. Like, is it the first sporting event they've ever had in Europe? Like, how is that even possible?
Yeah, just supply yourselves well for these fan bases, because I promise you they're going to drink you dry. So, Ari, I'm ready to pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my gut too. I'm just going to stick with it, and I might be wrong. But
you got the Wildcats?
No, I'm taking Iowa State.
Your gut. You were going to say you were going to take. Oh, because you wanted the points. Oh, you wanted the points. Okay, I got you. That makes sense. Well, you take the Cyclones. I will take Avery Johnson and the Wildcats. I will say maybe there is that development. Maybe there is that next step, and this is the first step toward Avery Johnson's march to the Heisman Trophy. Okay, maybe I'm overselling it a little bit, but I'm going to say he plays a great game, and Kansas State comes back to America with a win.
I don't want to do it on this game, but Andy, when I first came back to On3 and you were excited to have me back on the show, one of the first things that you and I talked about doing again were the obscene bets where we had to do things we don't want to do, like when you made me chug a fat tire and I made you eat mayonnaise. Like, we need to do that.
Yeah.
We need to have like Friday, Thursday shows this year where like we're paying off bets from the previous weekend when we have huge disagreements.
We need your help, guys, with that. So you know how to find us. AndyStaplesOn3@gmail.com. Ari.Wasserman@on3.com. Let us know what the punishments need to be. You guys listen all the time. You watch all the time. You know us better than we know ourselves. So what do you think is a suitable punishment? I know there's one Ari fears greatly that I actually think he'd probably handle pretty well, but I'm willing to let it be a punishment because I think it could be funny. Is he doesn't want to have to run 3 miles, and I would love to run alongside him with a GoPro while he runs 3 miles.
The only thing that scares me are the physical challenges.
I think you're in too good a shape. Like you would actually find that very easy, and you don't even know it.
I don't think that running 3 miles would be easy.
I guarantee you would have no problem.
I probably need to just go out and run a mile and see how it goes. But yeah, I'm down to do these things. So, and usually when we have huge disagreements, because as the season goes on, you and I are going to be on opposite sides of the coin a lot on things. This is a throw a dart at the board type situation. But I do think that naturally speaking, and we also have to have we have to come up with another long-term futures bet. But there's also there's an account on Instagram that I follow, and I don't remember what the account is, but it's just two guys. And like people dare them to do things, and then they go do it, and they film. Like somebody said, like go take a bath in Bath and Body Works, and like they brought a bath.
I love it.
People are like, go cook breakfast in Walmart, like things like that. Like, obviously, we're not going to go break the law, but like you are so much better at coming up, the listener, with stakes and funny things that you have to do than we are. So please be engaged in that. Give us ideas. And Andy,
also, I'm not putting a 5-layer burrito anywhere except my mouth. We know how Kansas State fans feel about that.
Did he ever do it?
He did. He did. That guy did it.
No, he didn't.
He did.
He shoved the 5-layer burrito up.
Yes. He did.
Is there a video of it?
I believe so.
I haven't watched it. Is it weird that I want to?
No. I mean, everybody's a little curious, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.